We are at the Zero Stone, which is the geographical center of India. We'll be attempting to reach the extremities of peninsular India. The challenge is each team has to complete their ride in 24 hours. So we have our ways to go, but before we get started, let's get introduced to the teams. On my right is Team West that's heading to Daman and Diu. The riders are Atish, Nikhil and Sandeep. On my left is Team East, which is Ganesh and me. That will be heading to Mandarmani, which is the coastal end of eastern India. And behind me is Team South, which is Roshan, Sampath and Ben, who will be heading to Kanyakumari, the southernmost tip of India.
On the 600 GT was the team heading to Kanyakumari. As soon as they set off, they were hit by heavy fog, and with 1800 kilometers to go, this wasn't a good sign. Eventually, the roads did clear out, and things seemed to be going their way, but then rain hit, and again, they were forced to slow down. Meanwhile, Team West had 24 hours to complete just 875 kilometers. They stopped plenty of times for food, for photographs, and even to pray a bit. Meanwhile, Team East wasn't having such a fun time. Their first setback was a couple of punctures, and if that wasn't enough, they got hit by a proper cyclone later on in the day. Team East still had the longest way to go and did not intend in wasting any time.
It's 5 o'clock in the evening, which means we're about 11 hours into our ride, and we've managed to complete 511 kilometers, which is about halfway through our entire journey. The sun is setting, but luckily the weather has cleared up, so we'll be able to make up on lost time. Hopefully we'll be able to cross the border before nightfall, and we'll be into Mandarmani by 10 p.m.-ish.
Right now, and we've just managed to complete 450 kilometers. It's not much, but the roads have been really narrow and really bad. There's a lot of heavy traffic. But the bike's holding up, it's doing good. It has plenty of power. We've been able to overtake when we've got the space to. And yeah, we've got less than 400 kilometers to go, so we'll definitely make it in time.
As it got later and later in the evening, we all had only one thing on our minds: covering as much ground as we could before night fell. We knew once it got dark, progress would slow down considerably, and we couldn't afford to waste even a second.
It's precisely 1:50 in the morning, and Team West has been on the road for nearly 20 hours now. We left Nagpur at 6 a.m. yesterday, and we are finally here at Daman at 2 a.m. in the morning. It's been a long journey, it's been a tiring journey, but Team West has finally completed the DSK Benelli Coastal Challenge.
Team East did reach Mandarmani, but they did so 3.5 hours late. They had to deal with multiple punctures and torrential rain, but they did reach their destination eventually. And hats off to Team East. They reached Kanyakumari at 5:57 a.m., exactly 3 minutes before the 24 hours would expire. They had the longest leg, but still, they managed to complete this challenge in time. At the end of the day, we did complete the DSK Benelli Coastal Challenge. We had attempted something nobody had ever tried before, and we saw it through. It was definitely something to be proud of.